Yo. Yo, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. I want to talk about this post that I put on Instagram and YouTube where it says to stop looking for strategies and learn how to actually trade. All right. So somebody commented on it on the YouTube post and they were like, well, isn't that how you trade though? And I kind of laughed, and like when people comment on YouTube, I really don't like responding because it be really just trolling and stuff like that, or it's the same questions over and over again, or asking questions that are already answered in videos and stuff like that. But that I ain't even tripping over that. What I wanted to get to was the response to the post, stop looking for strategies and learn how to actually trade, was, isn't that how you trade though? Nah, it's not. And whoever told you that is full of shit. All right. Now, here's the thing. These strategies that you're looking up, that people put out and throw these little nice names on them and act like they showing you something different that ain't nobody else doing. You know what I mean? They know how to trade. That's why they're able to implement these strategies. Let's just take one, the breakout strategy. All right, we all know that if the trend is in the uptrend, it's going to run into resistance, come back down, support, try to go back up to resistance. You know what I mean? And at that resistance line, yes, the breakout strategy is once it breaks out, wait for that candle to close and watch the others won't start going green. Get in when the breakout candle close, or wait for the retest on the breakout to come back and touch the resistance line to shoot back up. Okay, but at the same time though, you not knowing how to actually freaking trade, just knowing that strategy of when it breaks out of a zone, wait for the retest, come back down, then get in and go back up. Sometimes, that candlestick will come down after it breaks out, come down and touch that resistance, which is now supposed to be the support, and then shoot up again, and then come all the way back down. But yet you were in a buy because you watched it touch to retest the resistance line and start going back up, and then you jumped in for a buy, and then next thing you know, it shoot all the way back down. Now, you know what the strategy consists of, the breakout strategy. It consists of breaking out, candlestick closing above the resistance line, watching the retest, get in and run with the money. But you don't know how to actually trade. You just know the rules of that strategy. I can explain rules to strategies all day. It's like I told somebody, like I tell people when I released that US 30 strategy video, what did I say? We can show you strategies all day, but unless you take the time to learn the basics of trading and the fundamentals of it, then I don't care what strategy you get or who you learn it from. It can be the best forex trader in the freaking world showing you a strategy, and you're going to try to follow that strategy to the T. You're going to try to follow it to the rules all the way down to the T, right? Without knowing the basic fundamentals of trading, and still fail. Why? Because you don't take the time to actually understand these charts. You don't take the time to sit here and try to learn how to read your candlesticks, how to identify a trend, how to identify support, how to identify resistance. You know what I mean? How to identify trend support. You don't take the time to understand the price action, how it works. You don't take the time out of your so-called, I'm trying to make this money time. I'm trying to learn how to make money and grow wealth. So-called, supposedly, you don't take the time out of searching for strategies and trying to implement everybody in their mama strategy, as I call these type of people, strategy boppers. You know what I mean? You don't take the time to actually understand how these charts work, how these candles work. You know what I mean? If you knew how to understand the candles and the charts, right, then you would be able to, once it breaks out, or once it, you would know that it's gonna break that resistance before it even does on a breakout strategy. You know what I mean? Okay, let's say the trend is going up. Right, the trend's going up. Okay, and it hits that the area of resistance, you know, that comes from way back here on the charts. Once it hits that resistance, by watching them candles and understand how these candles work, you know how, you know, it hits the resistance, drops down, it comes back up, and then another hits the another candle starts forming, hits the resistance, try to get above it, come down, drops down, it comes back up, and then you got the long wicks under these dojis and these hammers, right? And these you would know that because of those wicks that, I mean, the candle that dropped all the way down and came back up, and now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that they got these long wicks, but they riding that resistance. There is about to break that resistance. You would know that. So you would possibly get in before it even breaks the resistance. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes you got them candles, especially on a minute and 5 minute, that shoot up 20, 30 pips, right? And then if you were to get in before it actually broke that resistance, because you understand how these candles work, man, you'd get them 20, 30 pips like nothing in a scalp, and then close out, watch it come back down for that retest, and then bam, when you see that it's starting to hit that what's resistance and should become support now, and you see that it's coming out, hitting it and trying to play with it, dip down below, come back up, then you would know, okay, this thing is finna keep taking off and go back up. Then you can get back in at that lowest point again and then keep riding it. Okay, now, this is without trying to follow the rules of the strategy. Like, you know, fuck a strategy, man. Learn the candles, man. Learn the price section, man. Learn how to look at these charts and analyze them, you know what I'm saying, for yourself, man. So that's what I mean by stop looking for strategies and learn how to actually fucking trade. Learn to understand these markets, how they work. Learn to understand that when they hit a resistance, what's going on. Not just, oh, I'm waiting for it to break out and come back in the retest so I can get in and watch it shoot up and, oh shit, what the fuck happened? That bitch went all the way the fuck down. This dude that's teaching the breakout strategy is full of shit. He don't know what he's talking about. Well, that's because what he's not telling you while teaching you the breakout strategy is to learn your candlesticks and learn how to read them, and why he also knew that it was going to continue going up. You know what I mean? That's what they're not telling you. Do I teach? This is what I'm doing right now. I mean, yes, I can. I do one-on-ones, but this is what I'm doing right now. I don't consider myself a teacher. I don't consider myself a good teacher. I consider myself somebody who tries to show people and guide them in the right direction. You know what I mean? I don't want to show you strategies. I don't want to show you none of these bullshit strategies, because honestly, all these strategies are all a part of your trading in the market that people try to put out. Trading consists of all this shit. You know what I mean? And like, okay, so if I'm following the uptrend, right? Okay, first of all, once it hits that trend line, I'm gonna get ready to get in, and then it's gonna end up hitting us a resistance, and then come back and support. Your trend line is also a support and a resistance. Your trend channel is a support and resistance, and then you have support and resistance horizontally, you know what I mean? And then you're trading off the support, the resistance, and then you're trading the breakout. So see, it all ties into trading all together. Sometimes the market goes into consolidation. You can play consolidation from bouncing off the support and the resistance, you know what I mean? So it's like people take trading and try to break it down into different sections and complicate it. Oh, trade support and resistance. Well, you know, what support and resistance are you going to trade? Are you going to trade trend support and resistance? Or are you going to trade market structure support and resistance? You know what I mean? You know, and it's just a bunch of bullshit, man, that people complicate it and don't really give you the full details and insight on the deeper insight of the strategy, which is they know how to read candlesticks, you know, more than likely, or they know how to identify certain patterns because they've been on these charts and they notice what's happening. You know what I mean? They watch that candle, see what's going to do, and okay, it's going to keep going up. That's what they're not explaining to you. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to show people strategies. I'm trying to help people learn how to actually fucking trade, how to look at these charts, how to identify things, and then you come up with your own way of trading. A strategy is something you do to execute a plan. You get what I'm saying? So how can you take something that I've been doing just because I tell you this is what you need to do and these are the rules? When I give you a strategy, I'm already assuming that because you're looking for a strategy, you at least know the basics of trading. That's the problem. You are just trying to look for a strategy and that's it. It's not going to work out. It is not going to work out, man. It's not going to work out. You can't just jump into mathematics and go straight to multiplications. You have to learn how to add. 1 + 1 is 2. You need to know how to subtract. You know what I mean? To know that 5 times 25 is, 5 times 5 is 25, you must know that you need to add 5 times together to get it. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know the basics and the fundamentals, man. You can't just jump. You don't even know what a pip is. You don't even know what bullish means. You don't even know what bid is or ask is. You don't even know what a pair is. You're sitting here talking about I trade the US 30. I'm a forex trader and trade US 30. I'm sorry, just because you're able to trade it with your forex broker doesn't mean that you're trading forex. Forex consists of currency pairs. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't even understand the lingo and the terminology of things, you know what I'm saying? If you can't even look at a chart and tell me which way it's going on the overall data, then you don't need to be trying to learn the strategy. You don't need to be, you don't even need to be trading. You know what I mean? There's plenty of brokers out here, regulated brokers like forex.com, IG, Awanda, that when you join them with a demo account, they have a basic section of training videos. You know what I mean? Or web literature. You know what I'm saying? Babypips.com. Preschool all the way up to high school, college. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I've never completed the whole thing, but I understand how to look at these markets and dude, I don't even watch, I was missing for a while, and that's because I was getting my shit together, taking it back to the basics, man. And that's when I said, man, fuck all these strategies. It all consists of the same shit. I knew how to trade before I even started watching people on YouTube, man. Before I even started reading stuff. Y'all seen my story where I said I would just look at the chart and be like, oh, okay, it's doing this, it's doing that. And didn't even know what I was really looking at technically, you know what I mean, with the terms and all that. But I could look at the market and be like, oh, why is it bouncing right here? Oh, because back here it was having a hard time breaking through, or it had a hard time coming down through that, so now it's having a hard time to go back up. And I would look at her, you know what though, it's fighting so hard up there that it's about to break, and then I would take the trade and bam, it would go my way. And then I started looking deeper into it and understanding what I was looking at, you know what I'm saying, do the technical and fundamental shit, you know what I'm saying, and to get more clarity on it, you know what I mean? And so there's a lot of stuff that I would read and a lot of YouTube videos that I would watch that only clarify what I already knew somehow in my mind. Just like in my Telegram chat yesterday, somebody was talking about how do you know when to close out a swing trade. Yes, I do have a YouTube. It's my name, Lorenzo Gonzalez. It ain't full of knowledgeable videos and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I just do random videos like I'm doing right now. But anyway, somebody was talking about swing trading. How do they know when to get up out of a trade, or when should they close? And I'm like, dude, when you swing trading, the only way you're supposed to get out is on the reversal of the trend. You're supposed to hold that boy for as long as he's gonna go. I mean, why stop your money? Let your money grow. You get what I'm saying? So I was telling them, like, once I'm in that trade, I watch it go up so much, and then I'll probably put okay, let's check the US 30, go by points. Once I'm up about 100, 150 points, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably put a stop loss 10 points in profit, so that way I can give it room to grow. Because when you swing trade, you're not supposed to worry about them dips like a day trader or intraday trader would. You're supposed to keep letting it run. You know what I'm saying? So, and then as it hits new support and resistance zones and bypasses, I move up to the next one behind it, and then we'll go move up to the next one behind it. Then it goes, and I move my stop loss up to the next one behind it. Now on that full reversal, when it finally comes down, my stop loss will be so tight that when it's actually reversing and comes back through the next zone to go down, it's going to keep going. No, I haven't heard of that. You know what I mean? Another point that I pointed out in my group was that I don't care if you use indicators, whatever works for you, you know what I mean? As long as you understand what you're doing, you don't need this. But one thing I did point out to these people was like, the indicator is not smarter than you as a trader, because this indicator was created by somebody who traded. And honestly, for people to understand, trying to use indicators for it, these indicators were created around stocks, by stock traders, by, you know what I mean, stock investors, you know what I mean? So you're trying to use these for forex and stuff like that. It's all good and this and that. But let me tell you something, you can spot a trade by knowing your candles and identifying zones and stuff like that before the indicator will. The indicator is just an indication of where the market is going, but you can see that with candlesticks. Candlesticks themselves are indicators of what the market is going to do. That's what they were created for. The high, the low, you know what I mean? The open, the close, the wicks, you know what I'm saying? Those are indicators themselves, you know what I'm saying, on the chart. You know, a lot of people don't even know that. They just think, oh, this is just the chart. No, the candlesticks themselves are indications of what the market's about to do. That's why they have patterns. That's why they have structures, you know what I mean? They tell you a little story about what's finna go down. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I stress, learn your candlesticks, man. But what I pointed out in the group about indicators was like, what people don't know is that these indicators were created by investors, man, that were in stocks. And when people who invest, what do they look for? Long-term investments. And so they use the indicators to indicate if it's still going to keep going that way. You know what I mean? And so when it came to swing trading and they asked me when to get out, I was like, well, that's what you use the MA for. That's what these crossovers are really for long term. When people use MA and stuff, not for day trading, not for intraday trading. Yes, they can be used and tweaked to it, but you can make scalp moves, intraday moves, and daily moves just off candlesticks alone. But now, if you're swinging a trade for, you know, a couple of weeks to months, yes, no nonsense forex. That's one of my favorite channels. I recommend that. I recommend that channel on I got a YouTube video about the recommendation of it. But what I'm saying about these indicators, if you're swing trading, that's what these 50 MAs and 150 MAs, that's what the crossover is telling you. Because when they make a crossover on the higher time frame, on the weekly, the monthly, the daily, it's letting you know, like, yo, this is about to turn around. Then you'll start looking at them candlesticks like, okay, and you'll know when to get out. That's what these crossover strategies are really for, not no daily or no whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, just learn how to trade, man. Learn the basics, fundamentals. Stop trying to jump the gun. Stop trying to find a shortcut, man. Hey, look here, I'm going to tell you right here. You got to do it yourself, man, because waiting on somebody else to show you, you're going to be waiting forever. You know what I mean? Because just like I told you, they're going to show you the strategy, but these people release strategies with the understanding that you already know about trading. Other than that, why would you even be looking for a strategy if you don't even know the basic fundamentals of trading? You get what I'm saying? And let me prove my point to you about how I tell people, I don't care what you trade. When you know how to trade, you can trade anything. I haven't traded currencies in over a year, but on this FTMO challenge, I've been trading nothing but GU. I've been trading gold and indices for like the past year, you know what I mean? But when it came to the FTMO, I went back to currencies and trading GU, and I killed it. So when you know how to trade, you know how to trade. It doesn't matter what you trading, man. Put the time and the effort into understanding, you know, your candlesticks, how to analyze the charts and stuff like that, and stop filling your head with all these strategy bullshit. Because by learning how to actually trade and analyze the markets and look at the charts, you develop your own way of trading. You develop your own strategy. And honestly, every strategy consists of the same shit. As I said, top-down analysis, identifying the trend, you know, the support and resistance area to find your point of entry. If you're going to trade with the trend, you're looking for it to hit support levels, so that way you can watch the candlesticks and see it come back up and join to get back in on the trend. You know what I mean? Vice versa on the sell. So it's simple, man. Stop complicating it. And this is another thing we were stressing. People who trade are going to tell you it's complicated. Don't listen to them, because I bet they sell a course. They more than likely sell courses, all right? Or they more than likely do YouTube videos to keep you hooked. You know what I mean? And keep you coming and asking questions and all that shit. And then they don't even answer your fucking questions. They don't even like your comments. Shit like that. They're doing it for views, for clout. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that, like, people make a business out of this shit, man. It's rare when you got people like me and some people in my group who are really trying to give you the low down dirty on the dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to give all the game for free, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, down to the nitty gritty, not just claim, forex is free and then show you markup charts with you, but not actually get down to the nitty gritty of how they mark up charts, or why they took their trade, or why you should know to take this type of trade and this and that. They just marking up charts and stuff like that. But they're not gonna, a lot of people don't want to take their time out to show you how to trade, and besides strategies, the basic fundamentals. You know why? Because it's out there. Babypips.com, Google. When I first heard about forex, man, I didn't go asking everybody no question. I was Googling my ass off. What is forex? What is this? What is that? What does this mean? What does that mean? I downloaded the glossary forex to like reading the dictionary, so I can understand terminologies when I hear it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that, bro. I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos, fucked my trading up, fucked my head up because I was trying to implement everything I was fucking learning. And really, like, you know, I tell people all the time, you know how to trade, man. You just too busy trying to trade like somebody else and not be yourself, man. Stop worrying about what the next man got going on and do you, man. You know, work these charts, man. And they're going to tell you it's complicated. Oh, what's that one dude? It's a fucking ad on YouTube. If trading was easy, everybody be doing it and everybody be a millionaire. The truth of the fact is it's not that easy. Well, no fucking duh, because you're gonna make it as complicated as you fucking can for me to actually fucking learn this shit. You're gonna show me a strategy, but not show me the fucking nitty gritty on that bitch. Get down and dirty with it of why this strategy works and shit like that, and what you really look for underneath the surface of the strategy to know that it's gonna go your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said it like, it was complicated for them. And nobody really want to see you doing better than them or catching on to shit quicker than they did. Because motherfuckers is haters, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that you got people like me and other people who fuck with me in the groups, you know what I'm saying, and that are really trying to put people on. You know what I'm talking about? I got people who in the groups that weren't making shit that make more money than me now. And I ain't even much shit. Hey, more power to you, more props, man. You better at it than I am. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. Show me what the fuck you doing different than I am, though. You know? And they forming their own strategies, man. Exotic wealth. And the boy ain't been trading 3 months, man. He killing these markets. You know why? Because he said he came in using indicators and all that shit, but then he said, man, fuck all this shit, and he started learning these charts for himself, and now he teaching people. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's the whole point of me saying stop looking for strategies and learn how to actually fucking trade, man. Because when you start learning how to do shit for yourself, man, you ain't looking for nobody else. You ain't depending on nobody else, and you ain't got nobody else to fucking blame but yourself. You know what I mean? So get down up in it, man. Learn the basics and the fundamentals, man. Look at these charts. Just watch how they work. Just sit there one day and just stare at a fucking chart all fucking day and watch when it hits an area and it's bouncing back and forth, and then go look back to the left and be like, why is it bouncing up? Oh, okay, because this happened over here and this and that. But then you'll notice too that it's more than likely going to keep going with that trend unless it's on the reverse or on the daily or the weekly. And then you'll notice that certain candlestick patterns that, you know, like when you have tweezer tops, you'll know if it's going up and you see some tweezer top, that more than likely it's going to come down and stuff like that, man. Get up on these charts, man. Learn for yourself and stop depending on other people, man. Stop watching all these goddamn YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying? You don't watch 100 YouTube videos, man, and know everything in the fucking book. You just hearing the same shit over and over again. Now it's time to start putting that shit to practice, man, because ain't nothing like experience. Knowledge is a motherfucker, but experience is the real motherfucker. You feel me? What's up, broski? Experience is the real motherfucker. That's where you learn. When you start actually taking that step and losing and winning and losing and winning. And then I love my losses because I go back and I'll be like, what were these candles telling me that could have avoided me taking this loss? And I'll look at it. Okay, I knew I should have got out right then and there. You know what I mean? I knew I should have fucking got out right there. But I didn't. Why? Because of psychology. You know what I mean? Get your psychology down. Fuck emotions, man. When you learn how to look at these charts, bro, ain't no room for emotions. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get at y'all, man, finna run up in the store, man, buy me some shit to cook for breakfast, man. I hope, you know what I'm saying, that what I'm sharing with y'all kind of helps y'all out, man. And change your perspective on trading, man. Hey, fuck everything that you've been watching and all that, man, and just get down to the nitty-gritty with these charts, man. Refresh your mind. Take a break. Take a week break. Go play video games for a week or whatever, and then come back fresh like I did and get with it, man. And you'll notice how much fucking easier and how much you actually know about trading. Stop watching YouTube. You've already learned it, man. You probably been looking shit up for over 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. You know this shit, man. So stop doubting yourself, man, and fuck all these other fools that are only giving you half of the goddamn story, man. You know what I mean? Get with the business for real, man. Get with the business for real, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna keep you hooked, keep luring you in. Yeah, I'm about to post this on YouTube too, but it's real shit that I'm trying to spit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually trying to help people the best that I can. You know what I mean? I'm not a teacher, man. I'm just someone who wants to see people make it, man. I'm doing it. I want to see other people doing it. I want to see the younger generation doing it. I'm teaching my kids how to trade. My son who just turned 9, he been talking to y'all since he was 5 about trading. You know what I mean? I just want to see the younger generation doing better than me, man. doing because I feel like we respond, like I'm 35, about to be 36 this year. I feel responsible for the younger generation who turns out into dumbasses. I got little homies, man, that I be trying to put on, but they don't want to get on and fuck them. But I don't go out there looking for people. I just like, shit, you know, it is what it is. I got a lot of people messaging me and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I get at the ones that I know for real. When you ask me the same questions over and over again, bro, like, you ain't too serious to me. If I put a YouTube video out there and you're going to ask me a question that's really answered in that YouTube video, then I don't fuck with you, bro, because I got people hitting me up. Hey, I'm still on my US 30 strategy video, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so what's that blue line, that red line? Man, I don't even respond to you, bro, because if you watch the video, you wouldn't even be asking that fucking question, man. You know, don't waste my time. You wasting your time, don't waste mine. You know what I mean? Cannot teach. I'm doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You asked me this question earlier, can I teach? I told you, I don't look at myself as a teacher. I look at somebody who tries to help people and guide them in the right direction. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I'm not a teacher, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to teach. You know, I just speak my mind. But yeah, man, you want to learn? I can hop on a chart with you and you can watch me how I look at the chart and watch how I move and shit like that. I do Zoom calls. I do shit like this. You know what I mean? That's my way of teaching, man. It's just giving you the game the best way that I can. So can I teach? I guess I can. You know what I mean? I mean, you can hop on the chart and I can show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out here about to run in the store, man. I appreciate everybody joining. You know what I'm saying? I hope it made some sense of what I was talking about, man. This will be on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And I will be saving it to my IG Live so y'all can, if y'all missed the whole conversation, man, y'all can hop in, man. But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Y'all have y'all a good one. Appreciate y'all.